process that has been for the last little while, and Vegas holding a lot of leverage in the last week or two?
Well, certainly, once the season ended, I think for everybody, your focus has turned to the next course of business, and that was the expansion draft. And it was a very interesting process. Talking to general managers who had been through the other expansion processes, said this one was somewhat different. Obviously the rules of expansion protection were very different than in the past, and again, it was a very painstaking, time-consuming process. But in the end, happy with the eventual result.
Before we get to the specifics, how do you think you and your management group handled it?
Well, again, once the season ended, I went over to the U18 World Championships from a scouting perspective for obviously this event, the draft, the amateur draft, and had the opportunity to speak with Toby several times over there, and lay out the process of what could or could not happen in the expansion draft. So really, this all really hinged on Toby's decision and what he felt was to do, and he was totally within his own right if he had chosen not to waive the no move, and we had something that we had negotiated back in the day. But this organization owes a debt of gratitude to Toby for taking that stance on his own, that he wanted to try to keep this team together, not have to make some trades, or certainly not have to have us pay even more of a price to try to keep the group together. So throughout the process, talked with the amateur staff about what was on the table as far as the direction that we thought it might be heading to cut a deal, and in the end we found a way to make it work.